guys, what is up? My name is Miranda if you're new here, and if you're back, hey, what's up? Hello. I know I have a lot of makeup on today. I kind of like went out of my comfort zone with some colors that I never do. So today we're gonna be talking about some paranormal stories. Okay, they're real ones that have happened to me. You gotta believe me, I wouldn't make this stuff up. I also have a whole playlist contributing towards this, so if you want to see more on how we got to how far we are now, then go click on the playlist that'll be linked up there. There's a paranormal There's a paranormal playlist up there that you can watch and get caught up on all the new stuff. It is Storytime Sunday. If you're new here and you don't know what that is, the link for the schedule will be down. The schedule will be down below in the description, and I'm uploading 31 days for Halloween, and today is day 28. We're almost at Halloween, like what? So today I'm gonna be talking about some paranormal things that have been happening ever since the last paranormal vlog that I uploaded, which was a while ago because I wanted to save them for now because it's the most spookiest time of the year, so why would I not wait until now to tell them? I have a couple stories written down. So a while ago at this point, by the time you're watching this, we went to a thrift store. My sister and I like to go thrift shopping a lot just because it's fun, it's cheap, you get brand new clothes for like $4, so why would you not? With that being said, there's also a lot of old items. I'm sure you're catching what I'm throwing at this point. Basically, we were walking through like we always do. We usually go like once a month or twice a month. We were doing our usual walk around, looking at all the knickknacks, looking at all the random things that people have donated. And we go back to where all the furniture is, and there's old wardrobes, there's old desks, there's old typewriters. And I see this one wardrobe looking thing. I don't know if it was new or old. It could have been new when people made it look like it was old, but it definitely looked old. I don't know why I wanted to touch it. I just touched the handle and opened it, and as soon as I did, this giant wave of energy came out and hit me. Like, it wasn't wind. I obviously know what wind feels like. I opened the door and this energy like released into my face. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm being weird, whatever. So I opened it, shut it, and I'm pretty sure in the video I said I just felt something come out and hit me, and that's what it was. A giant wave of energy came out and hit me. And at this point I start to feel weird because like a giant ball of energy shot out at me like a million miles an hour. You probably don't believe me, and I probably sound insane, but if you don't believe in this kind of stuff, just take it as a scary story or something. So I feel that my sister's next to me messing with a typewriter or whatever, and she comes over. I didn't say anything, and she touched the door too. She didn't say anything, I didn't say anything because I thought it was just me. We were walking around, we walked away, we were looking through the clothes like we usually do. We walk all the way around it, and when we were walking through the clothes, she said to me, I feel weird, my head hurts. And at this point, I felt so dizzy. I don't know why, but I was so dizzy I almost fell over in the aisle. It felt like a fun house in there. You know how fun houses are like crooked hallways and stuff and everything's slanted and make you feel like your head's like that? I felt like that in this place. I've never felt it before. We go there all the time, like I said. We walk around there all the time. It's a flat level surface. It's not an old place. It's just an empty warehouse that they use as a thrift store. So there's no reason I should have been feeling like that. And as soon as my sister said her head hurt, I was shook. I was like, we need to get out of here. And I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know. We just left at that point. So that was that. Let me know what you think about that down below. I'm definitely not making it up because why would we both touch the same thing and then feel the same way? It just doesn't, it's too big of a coincidence to be a coincidence, if you know what I'm saying. Also, in a vlog before, I might put the clips in, I might not, because I'm sure you guys have seen it already. At this point in time when I'm filming this video, we haven't gone to the forts yet. I know that's weird, but I just can't wait till the last minute to film all these videos. But at this point in time, we haven't gone to the forts yet. Keep this in mind. One day, I was just sitting at my laptop and I was thinking about places we could go, what we could do, planning out this month. And for some reason, I thought about this one place that we've been to all the time. It was the forts, and I'll play the clip for you so you know what I'm talking about. And for some reason, I was just sitting at the table and the name Henry kept popping into my head, and I've been wanting to go to this place so bad. I've never been wanting to go to one place ever so bad in my life. I don't know why, but I just wanted to go to the forts so bad. And then this name Henry popped in my head. So I was like, why is that name stuck in my head? So then I looked it up. There's actually a Colonel Henry that was at the forts. At this point in time, I was shook. I'm sure you could see it in the video. I'm sure it sounds insane to you, but why would I pick the name Henry and just look up the name Henry just to see if there was a Henry there? Like, I was researching this for the longest time, but at that point, I felt weird. Like, why do I want to go to this place so bad? Why is his name stuck in my head? I don't even know if he died there. I don't even know how long he was there. I don't know. I just don't know. It was just really strange. A couple months ago, I think I might have talked about the birds, try to catch them on camera, I think. But there's these birds. I've never seen a bird like it before. I'll be home alone and I just hear knocking. And it goes like this. That's what it sounds like someone's at the door trying to get in. Like, let me in, let me in, let me in. And so I'll just be sitting home alone and hear this noise. Like, I'm sure I got my headphones in. Sometimes I have my headphones in, sometimes I'm just sitting around the house. And then I hear this. In the dead silent house that no one's here except for me. And I have dogs, but how would they make that sound? And they're always with me, so that wouldn't make any sense. And I would see if they were doing that because, like I said, they're always with me. It happened one day. I was at my laptop and I hear it. And so I take out my headphones and I was like, what was that? That was the strangest thing I've ever heard. A couple minutes go by and I'm like, whatever, I'll just put in my headphones again and ignore it. And then 5 minutes later, it happens again. And so I get up because I was expecting to hear it again. I get up, rip my headphones out, and I'm like, what was that? And at this point, I kind of heard the area that it was coming from, which was the den. And I sit in the kitchen. I'm sure you've seen before. I sit in the kitchen on our dining room table to edit all the time. That's where I always am. And I could tell that it was coming from the den, so I get up and quietly walk over. I know there's no one here or doing anything, but it was coming from, I could tell it sounded like knocking on a door or window. So I walked over to the den. And then a couple seconds later, I see this bird fly up to our window, and the top left panel, and it's literally flapping its wings, just banging with his nose on our window. I was staring there, staring at it, and it's just banging its face into my window. I was like, okay, that is weird. Why would a bird do that 3 times in a row? That just doesn't make sense. Why would a bird just come up to a window and knock on it like that? And why would it do it more than once? A couple of days go by, maybe even a week, and it happens again. Why? I don't know. I don't know where it came from. It's a weird gray bird that I've never seen before. And it just hovers at our window and pecks its nose at it. I heard it the first time and I knew exactly what it was, where it was coming from, so I walked into the den and saw it again. Then it stopped. I don't know why. Maybe it saw me. I don't really know. If you don't know, our den is the hot spot. We got a bunch of antique stuff in there. Stuff always happens in there. It's just crazy. If you've never heard about it, then you should watch a video. I told one of my family members, I don't remember who, the first time it happened, and I was like, look, there's this bird smashing its face into our window multiple times, and I don't know why. And they were like, come on. Then it happened again, and they were like, okay, that's weird. Why would you make that up twice? Then the third time, someone was actually here. I was like, thank you. Thank you, Jesus, because now I know that I'm not crazy, because it happened the first time and I was like, oh, did you hear that? Go look at the window. And then the bird came back and did it again. So if you think I'm lying, now there's people that actually saw it too. Have you ever heard of a bird that just comes up to someone's window knocking on it? The same one, the same thing, the same spot on the window every single time. I've never heard of that before. That's never ever happened until a couple months ago. This is where it gets crazy. I was over my neighbor's house. I was babysitting. We're home alone. He's just playing. I'm just chilling. It's fine, whatever. All of a sudden, I don't know why, I looked outside. For some reason, they have a big glass sliding door. I looked outside. This bird flies out from the trees in their backyard, swoops up to the window, and does the same exact freaking thing on their freaking sliding glass freaking door. What? What is this? Why is there birds following me around, knocking on the windows around me? Like, what? That just doesn't make sense. At our house I could see, like, okay, maybe at this point it just does it for fun. But now it's at someone else's house doing it too. There's definitely like a demon following me around, I'm convinced. On scary movies, birds fling themselves into houses. I know it's not killing itself. It's not like dead as it flings into our window. It's just knocking at us. But I'm pretty sure birds coming at you are not good. And the next couple stories I have are literally recent, within the past few weeks. The other stuff was in between, like a couple months ago and the last time I did a Paranormal Storytime, which was a long time ago. But this is all recent, like within the last few weeks. I always see something in the corner, out of the corner of my eye. It's either a black dot, like flying right here, like this close to me, and then I'm like, and there's nothing there. Like, what would it be that's just like flying right here? And I turn and it's gone. Like, it's not a bug, it's not a hair, because I do the same thing to see. And it doesn't happen all the time, it only happens every once in a while. My hair will be up, there's no hairs down in my face, and then there'll be like this thing, and I look to see if it's a bug. I'm like, get away from me because you're a bug. Then I look and there's nothing there. Like, okay. That happens all the time. I'll be sitting at the table and in our hallway, I'll be home alone, or people will be out in the living room watching TV, whatever, I'm editing, everyone's just chilling for the night. All the lights are off except for maybe in the kitchen or the living room, and out of the corner of my eye, there's a hallway going through that goes past our kitchen, and it goes to my parents' room and the laundry room and the kitchen, if that makes sense. It's a hallway that gets to all three. It dead ends to my parents' room, then the laundry room, in the kitchen. If you've seen my house layout, then you know where I'm talking about, because this happened before. Literally today, everyone was still like waking up this morning. It was like 8 o'clock, so there was people still in their bedrooms out watching TV. No one was moving around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see everyone that's awake and everyone else is in their own rooms, like chilling out. And I see someone walk down the hall to my parents' room. It's still early, it's a rainy day out. I don't know if you can hear the thunder or not, but it's raining, it's cloudy out. So the house is not lit, there's no lights on. People don't turn lights on when you first wake up because you just like want to wake up. So the TV was on, but that was it. Everything else was just natural lighting from outside. And out of the corner of my eye, down the dark hall, I see something go from the right to the left down to my parents' room. And I was like, that was weird. I don't know why they moved so smoothly down the hall. They just floated down the hall, but that's cool. I'll wait to hear their door shut. It never shut. And I look out in the living room and there is everyone. My dad was still in his room. He had to come out because if he had come out, his morning routine is to come out and get coffee. That's everyone's morning routine. His coffee wasn't even made yet. His cup was still there waiting to be made. He had not been out yet. I would have heard the door shut. First of all, I would have heard the door shut. I would have heard it open and shut, right? Because that's what happens when you go into a room. You can't just float through a door. That's all I have to say about that. I see that stuff all the time. A couple days ago, I was sitting here. Me and my sister like to play music to get ready. She gets ready for whatever. My little sister's at school usually, my dad's at work, and my stepmom, she's usually at the store or at the gym at this point in the day when we get ready. It's like our routine, so everyone's always at the same spot, not home. It's just us two at home. So we were getting ready. I was sitting here at my vanity. She was in her room. She walked out. I can see her. I can see into my room. Even if I'm sitting at my vanity, I can see into her room. We both have the doors open so we can hear the music, obviously. I was sitting here getting ready, blah blah blah, dancing, singing, whatever. She comes out to go to the kitchen to get some food or coffee or whatever she was doing, and she walks back in. And so I walked in to ask her a question. Guess what? She wasn't in her room. So I just followed this dark figure into her room and was trying to talk to it. So that's cool. And then a couple seconds later, she walked down the hallway from the kitchen. So whatever I chased in there, it thought that I was ready to talk to it. But I'm not. Okay, so don't. Also, about a week or two, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, it wasn't that long ago, My dad and my sister go to jiu-jitsu a couple nights a week. They go at the same time, same thing every week. So they leave. When they're at jiu-jitsu, me, my little sister, and my stepmom, we all watch Cloak and Dagger or whatever show that came on that week. So we sat down to watch it. It was just us three in the house. Same thing as usual. All the lights were off. We were just watching Cloak and Dagger. My stepmom didn't tell me this at the time, okay? Just keep that in mind. Because she didn't want to scare us because it was already dark out, it was already late, and we were home alone. She told me this like the next day. She said that we were sitting there, we were all on the couch, on the chair, everyone was in the living room where everyone knew they were, and she saw something dancing down the hall. Out of the corner of her eye, down the hall, down by my room. Okay, keep this in mind, it's down by my room and the den. It's in between my room and the den. She saw something dancing. There's a light down here. It's right outside of my room, and it's a, like, motion sensor. It's a light censored night light, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't turn on unless it's dark. So you can clearly see if something is moving. And she saw something dancing down this freaking hallway. She thought at first, like, in her head, she's like, okay, that's someone down here. When you just see something out of the corner of your eye, you just assume, you're zoned into the TV, you just assume that it's someone in our house down there, until she realized that we're all right behind her on the couch. Yeah. And the last thing that happened maybe a week ago. I'm telling you, all this stuff literally just happened so recently. I don't know if it's because I've been talking about it a lot for planning out October. I don't know, I really don't. I was in my room getting ready, the music was playing, same thing, I was in my room getting ready. I had my camera up with the SD card and the battery was charging, so it was just, I was getting everything ready for us to film a video. We had the music playing, Sydney was getting ready to film a video with me, and I was getting ready too, obviously, so we were both getting ready, and I saw my camera sitting there. And the strap was kind of underneath of it. And as I'm watching it, I don't know why I decided to look at it, the strap started moving out from under it. And I was like, what? So as it's moving, it's like unfolding out from under it. I called my sister in because it was still moving, and I told her to look at it, and it stopped. She was like, I don't see it moving. It's probably just the fan. I was like, boy, if you don't, how the flippin' fan move a strap? Right now, as I'm here recording, the same fan is on. The same fan is on, and it's dangling here. It's just dangling here, and it's not moving. So how are you gonna tell me that a strap sitting under my camera, moving out from under it, is the fan? Keep in mind, I didn't touch the camera. It was sitting there the whole time we were getting ready in the same exact spot. I didn't touch it. I wasn't touching the table. I got up to do something and I turned around to look at it, and it was pulling, like being pulled out from under my camera. And as soon as I said something to Sydney to look at it, she did, and it stopped. She was like, it's not moving. And I was like, no, duh, it's not now. So little stuff like this just happens all the time. Especially recently in filming all these Halloween videos, you hear us react to sounds in my room, you hear us see things, hear things, react to things, so that's just normal. I'm not going to talk about those because you've probably already seen them if you watched all the other videos before this. Those are all the recent story times, recent paranormal things that have happened here lately. Obviously, if something else happens, I'll tell you, even though it's not Halloween. It won't be Halloween any much longer. But yeah, I'll probably have, if people, again, I'm filming this before any of the investigating things have happened. So if you guys are catching a bunch of things in those videos, or, stop, Ellie. Why are you doing that? Get out. No, I'm filming a YouTube video. That's so rude. You know I hate that. No, you're not, because you're laughing. Get out. I literally hate when every single person tries to come in here when I'm filming a YouTube video, yet they all still do it. If you guys are catching things in the videos or anything, I'm probably going to make a reaction well, not really a reaction, but like going over the evidence, because I'm just gonna upload the videos how they were meant to be filmed, and then I'm sure that I'll make another one next month, like after all of this is over, reviewing everything with you guys. Like, I'm not gonna make anything obvious stand out if it doesn't need to be, unless you guys catch something or something like that, and then I'll like review it with you guys, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, that is all for these paranormal story times, these little mini ones. The 30th for Tag Tuesday, there will not be any questions answered. Instead, I'm telling another story time. I'm pretty sure you guys like those more than the questions anyways. So, a surprise before Halloween, I'm going to tell you another paranormal story time that is actually all on camera. Multiple things, all on camera, all caught. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, I might actually go film that right now. So, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on social so we can become friends. Stay tuned for tomorrow's reaction, and then be prepared for the next story time. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Reaction Monday. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!